Okay, here we are at Mossy Head Bait Company, and today we're going to be tackling the problem of using bait that has been frozen, okay? And all the fishermen out there, all you fishermen, anglers, you know what I'm talking about here. What I'm going to be demonstrating for you today is scads. Very typical. I caught these myself. I vacuum packed them, so keep them as fresh as I possibly can. But we all know what the problem is when you freeze one of these. Now this is a scad. Here in Florida they're locally known as a cigar minnow, but I think their proper name is a scad. But this could be an anchovy, could be a sardine. Doesn't make any difference, because we all face the same problem with these baits. Once they're frozen, when they thaw out, you can't keep them on the hook. Like I said, I took care of this bait the best I could. I've just thawed them out, and that's the problem. You see that? We all know that. They just fall apart. It doesn't take anything for that just to come to pieces, okay? This one is actually in pretty good shape. Most of the ones you buy from the bait stores that are frozen, like 5-pound, 10-pound blocks, they're not going to be in this good a shape. This whole part of the bait is going to be almost rotten by the time you thaw it out. Okay, well, how do we solve the problem? Because we know when we put this on the hook, we're probably just going to wind up with one bite. Maybe we'll catch the fish, maybe we won't, but we know we're probably only going to get one bite on it. Okay, we solve it by using a wrap fishing system. Okay, I've demonstrated this system and many different kinds of baits, and today we're going to be demonstrating on how to use it with a whole fish, okay, in this case cigar minnows. Okay. Here's the wrap. Just going to cut one end of it off here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this cigar minnow, we're going to slip him down into the wrap. Now, as I put this cigar minnow in here, now virtually all fish, they've got some type of fins that come down this way, and they always point in that direction. One really nice thing about this is once you slip that wrap on there, you're going past those little fins and stuff, and once the wrap gets on there, like so, it ain't gonna come off. Look at there. Ain't that cool? Won't come off. Now, this wrap is tough. This is tough stuff. This is made out of nylon. Okay? Now, you know, if it's a shark, king mackerel, or something like that, it ain't gonna make no difference. If you're out in the Gulf and your triggerfish attack this thing, they're gonna tear it to pieces. There's nothing you can do about that. But what I'm talking about is you're putting this bait down there and you're trying to catch a snapper or a grouper, or you may be trolling this for salmon, striped bass, whatever it may be. Okay, we know if you try to troll it, the stomach is just going to fall all to pieces, just going to wind up with a mess. But when you put it in the wrap, but look how that just blends in with there. I mean, you really can't hardly see the wrap, and it actually just really, when you do look at it, it almost looks like scales. Okay, so it's really nothing to it. Now, what I like to do myself is when I'm doing this is I like to keep a little bit of the tail section exposed like that. I get that nice natural look to it. So I just leave that like that. Now, when I come up here, what I'm going to do, okay, I got a 7/0 hook here, and I'm basically Just going to put it through right here. And then I'm going to come out, put it through right there, just like that. Okay? Then I'm going to twist it a couple of times. Now I know I really got it on there. Now I'm going to come through. Now you've got to slip this up the hook as you go. So I'm going to go right through there just like that. Slip that up there. Bring the hook out on the other side, just like that. Now if you perfectionist, guys that really like to finesse the fish, say, I don't like the way that looks. Well, no problem. You can solve that if you want to. All you got to do is just basically fold it down like that. And you could take, I'm just using a rubber band here. Just slip, whoop, that one broke. No problem. You create these rubber bands yourself. You can buy the real small ones. What I do is I just buy a regular rubber band and I just tie it like that. And basically, that's now my rubber band. In other words, the regular size rubber band is too big to do the job properly. Just snip that off. And now, I just take that, lay it down like that. Now I'm using blue here, and of course, you can get it in flesh color, like that other one that was actually flesh color. So when it goes on there, you really looks just like the fish. All right, so there we go. What do you think? You're going to be able to cast that if you want to. You're going to be able to troll that without it just flying to pieces as you're pulling it through the water. When you get a bite, the mesh is going to protect the fish. But you can see most fish are not going to be able to detect that wrap. They're not even going to see it. Okay? Got a little fuzz down here at the bottom, but that actually, when you look at it, almost looks like part of the fish now. So that's the wrap fishing system. When it comes to using whole, freshly thawed bait, such as scads, cigar minnows, anchovies, sardines, whatever it is you may be using, we got a wrap for it. Good luck fishing.